Hi, welcome back to Built Not Bought by Bruce. So Alfred and I, we got the rear end all finished up. We got the new shackle bushings in. And I thought I'd show you, we got started on the floor here the other day. I thought I'd show you how that's coming along. So what we have, Alfred went crazy with the air saw. So we've cut out a bunch of the floor. You can see over there on the driver's side, cut that center section out, and we've cut it out over here on the passenger side. So the big thing now is to straighten up all these edges, clean them all up with the grinder. You know, there's places where we don't have much of a lip. Just to give you, in case you haven't done this before, and in case anybody wants to give us some tips, I'll show you what we did. Because I don't profess to be an expert at this kind of thing, but I also think I can probably figure it out too. So here's what we have. Nice replacement panels that I ordered. So we put them in place, checked them out, and then we marked on the floor where we wanted the panels to go. So you can see there's a black mark at the front, at the back here. We're going to have to trim this panel a bit, but basically that's where it goes. So once we had that, we took that panel back out and we gave ourselves generally 3/4 of an inch or an inch of overlap. Cut that out of the floor, so now our panel still has a lip to sit on all the way around. My plan now, as I say, clean up all those edges and everything, get them nice and you know, and finished off, and then grind away the paint and the rust and everything where we're going to be welding. My plan here is to drill holes evenly spaced along the edges where we have material underneath, and then spot weld or plug weld, whatever you prefer to call it, with the MIG, and just go along and put welds on there. Then use seam sealer, as this thing originally had, seam sealer to seal the gap in there, close it off. Just to let you know what we're going to do up here, I just want to make sure I got you in the frame. What we're going to do up here is we're going to trim this so that the new panel sits in against the base here, because I want to I don't want the floor to hit at this point. I want it to be down where it should be. We can either weld to this if it's good enough, or we can weld right in this corner. That's going to give us good strength in the floor with this raised section, and it should work out pretty well. So we've got some trimming to do on the panel. I still have some trimming to do over there right above the master cylinder. There's a piece on the frame there which is for, oh, that's the mount for the master cylinder. So I just need to get in there with the cutoff tool, clean that up a bit, and then we can start grinding and getting ready to put the panels in. You can see around the steering box over there. I'll see if I can get you in close. I did a lot of cleaning on that yesterday. It was pretty ugly down in there. There was just, well, 40 years of dirt and grease built up, and it was pretty thick in there, but I chiseled it out and knocked it out. I've still got some cleaning to do at the front there. We'll get at it with a wire brush, but that made quite a difference. So we'll do some cleaning. We'll also, in some spots, put on some undercoating before we weld the panels in. Don't want to get too close to where we're welding, of course. Back in the back corner here, you can see we've cleaned all the old seam sealer that was lifting and coming loose. Got all that out of there. as well, right there, you can see a cavity behind the wheel well. We took the covers off of there, and there's one on each side. We took the cover off and looked in there, and along the way, and I don't think it was from the factory, somewhere along the way, somebody had filled that with foam. And I'm guessing they were either, maybe they were trying to deaden noise, or they did it because the fender had rotted out. So rather than repairing the fender, they put foam in that cavity to try and seal it up, deaden the sound, whatever it was they were trying to accomplish. But of course, two things happened there. The foam got wet and dirty, so it promoted the rust, the corrosion, just made it corrode more. And the other thing it did is the mice got in there and used that foam for bedding. It wasn't too bad, but I did find some mouse droppings, which is part of why I didn't bother recording it for you guys, because I was safety glasses, rubber gloves, masked up, pulling that old foam and all that chewed up stuff out of there that the mice had been using. So that's pretty much where we're at right now. I'm going to finish cleaning this up today, and we might start putting these floor panels in this week. Alright, we'll update you soon. Thanks.